Alright, so I got the fender, front right fender off. It was so much easier than front left because I kind of had a better idea what to do. So I removed the fender first of the bolts, and then on the inner wheel well fender, then I removed that separately. So it was a little bit easier. Alright, to go over kind of what happened when I took it off. So these lower two, this bolt here and the one under here, right there, one that broke. So those were already off when I first started working on this car, and that was years and years ago. So in terms of shims, I don't know how many shims are here. I'd have to check my bags of storage, and then same with here. So hopefully those bolts are somewhere. This bolt hopefully is somewhere with or without shims, and this one here was one that broke. So hopefully there were shims here. And then same with the interior bolt here. So it was already loosened when I got to it, and there were no shims. So I think there's shims for this one because there were some on the other side. I think the other side had one or two shims. And then the one on top of the firewall, on top of the here, that had three shims. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 shims. And then the one on the firewall had no shims. And then everything else, bolts went off pretty good. I didn't break any this time, but I was missing one. So the inner fender bolts here, there's supposed to be 5. I only have 4. And then also on the front fender, I think fender extender. So I have the shows 1, 2, 3, 4. I only had 2. And then these bolts here, I think, are with the front spoiler or whatever is right here. That was already taken off years ago, and hopefully the bolt package is in there for these bolts here. And same with that one there. So here are my bolts here. So this is the door. On the side of the door, here's the top of the firewall. Here's the front of the firewall. And then these two go on the frame here. And I'll mark these two on. And here's my ground. And here's the two for the front light here. And then here's the flat washers for the inner fender. I bolt to this here. And then again, these are the inner fenders. And again, here, these two here are for fender extender. Like I said, there's 4, there's only 2. And then these 2 are for the inner fender, and those go right here. And that was it. There were no wires on the inside attached to the fender. However, there was the heater hoses, the battery cables was bunched together like this and bunched in on this clamp here. So it looks like we'll probably end up needing a new one of these clamps. So it looks like a pin or something on the inside. It can easily just be replaced. And then the condition, the fender looks, it's all right. A little bit of rust here. It's probably just surface. I can fix on that. Dust from the battery. And then as far as the condition, it's great condition. So it has all the original road where servicing this is. I do need to replace this material here, and then some stuff is bent a little bit. I can get that fixed, no problem. So here's no rust here, so that's good. So this is definitely a keeper. Same with the fender itself. And And I did discover that, well, this looks like it was in some sort of accident. I'm not too sure what the deal was. But you can tell here, there's some Bondo here, and then some jewel holes. Looks like a puller. And then I'll show you on the inside. So it wasn't in some kind of accident of some sort. So here you can see these here, looks like fillers. So there was some jewel holes here for a puller to fix the fender, and then here you can see the holes, and then more here. And this here more pull fenders, but also I think these white ones here are for the emblem, and then the rest are for pullers. So there was something happened, and I don't know what the heck that is. I'll get this cleaned up when it's ready to get painted. So I'll just leave it for now. Oh, and I got to get this off. It was spinning on me and I couldn't access the bolt on the inside, so I'll fix that too as well. And that should be it for the fender work. And just a quick review. I didn't clean anything up here, so that's kind of the way it was when I took it off. So it looks really, really good. Looks like maybe it's a little bit of surface rusting right here, maybe a little in here, but that's it. I was worried in this area here. It looks really, really good. And seam on here, and then up in here underneath. So I'll take a closer look at what's going on. Here looks really good. Here, so pretty good condition. I'm very happy. All right, so just a quick overview. Got 2 fenders off, and I'll keep going.